Welcome to 5 Good Minutes. You're listening to today's inspirational message on the names and titles of Jesus with Dan Irvin.
Welcome into the 5 Good Minutes podcast today as we take a look at Jesus' words in John chapter 14 about himself. Jesus said, "I am the way and the truth and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me." John 14:6. And this is one of the most radical claims that Jesus has ever made. I am the way, I am the truth, I am the life. This is not just Jesus offering a mere opinion or a philosophy. He's not saying he is one way among many. He is suggesting that he is the exclusive way to God. In a culture that we live in today that is very inclusive, that everything's okay, truth isn't real, it's relative to wherever you are. This was a bold claim, and this was a bold claim even 2,000 years ago. So let's take a look at each of the three statements Jesus made about himself. First, Jesus as the way. And as we look at all three of these too, I think this has the opportunity to change not just how we live, but even how we see the world, and even where we place our hope each day. So Jesus saying, "I am the way." He's saying something that's deeply personal, that's deeply relational about how we relate to God. He's not just giving us a checklist for self-improvement or a life hack or a shortcut to success. Jesus is saying there is no way to know God apart from me and what I've done and who I am. And this is important because if Jesus is the way, then we have to come to terms with something. We have to come to terms with we are not the way. We can't achieve our way to God or do enough good things or have enough morality. Jesus didn't come to just show us a path to walk, to get to God. He came to be the path. This is the essence of the Christian message, that Jesus did for us what we couldn't do for ourselves. He bridged the gap, a gap that we could never cross. And this exclusive claim, Jesus is making it clear that he is the way to the Father. A radical claim, but a hopeful claim as well, because now the pressure is off to forge our own path ourselves. Jesus has already done the work. He is the way. So what does Jesus mean when he says he is the truth? Again, truth today, it's relative. What's true for me might not be true for you. Is there any such thing as real truth? Well, Jesus is saying yes. And the truth is embodied in my personhood. In himself is truth. Here's what this means. It means that for us, we don't have the opportunity to define truth for ourselves. We don't get to bend it around or make it fit in our agenda or what we're feeling. Jesus doesn't just speak the truth. He is the truth. If you want to know what's true, look at Jesus. The truth, it's freeing, but it's also convicting. We don't have the opportunity now to treat Jesus as a consultant, kind of picking and choosing what parts of Jesus' teachings we like. We have to look at all of it to follow him, to know the truth, because we know that in other places, Jesus talks about the truth being able to set us free when we know what's true. Look at John chapter 8, verse 32. Now let's talk about Jesus' last statement about himself. Jesus is saying he is the life. Jesus isn't just giving us a better version of the life we already have when he says, "I am the life." He's offering us something that's completely new, pointing us to something that's much deeper than just existing, offering eternal life with God forever, that doesn't just start when we die, but it starts right now. I think we're often tricked into thinking that all these things the world dangles in front of us, success, money, sex, relationships, entertainment, can fulfill us, but none of these things can give us the life we're truly longing for. The true desire, the deepest hunger of our souls is only satisfied in Jesus. He is the life. John 10:10, Jesus talks about coming and bringing abundant life to the full. You know, it's something we all crave. It's a human desire that all of us want to have this full, rich, meaningful life. And Jesus is saying, it's right here. I have it. It's yours for the taking if we know Jesus. So here's the bottom line in all of this. Jesus, the way, the truth, and the life, the only way we can appropriately respond to really understand this is to trust him. Not just agreeing with his words, but really about surrendering our lives to Jesus as the way. Are there parts of this that make you uncomfortable? What are the parts that make you uncomfortable? I'd encourage you to get with Jesus this week, get with perhaps even someone else and talk about, are there ways in which you're missing Jesus as the way, the truth, and the life?
Thanks for joining us here today. There's a lot of great content to explore on Orchard Hill Plus and on the Orchard Hill main feed from the weekend. Have a great day.